Okay, so today we're going to be talking about copying an angle. So again, this is the next page in your packet. It has all the steps already given to you. So we're just going to go through these steps and do an example here with you guys. So first thing it wants me to do is draw a line and an endpoint, just kind of the same way as if we were copying a line. So we're going to draw a line, not the best line, but it's a line. Okay, and it needs an endpoint, so there's an endpoint right there. Okay, then it wants me to place the bullseye on the vertex. Vertex is the point where the two lines, your angles meet. So I place the bullseye on the vertex there, and then the next step is to move the slide a medium distance from the vertex and make an arc that intersects both sides. Okay, so it just needs to be about a medium distance away. Basically, you just want your arc to be somewhat of a larger arc. You don't want the little tiny arc. If it was right next to the vertex, and that'll make sense when we get to step 5. So, but you just a medium distance away, and then we're going to draw an arc that intersects both sides. Okay. Then, without moving the slide, I want to keep that same setting on the compass. I'm going to come down to my new line, and I'm going to draw that same arc, but maybe just a little bit longer just to be sure. Okay, so I'm going to draw that same arc that I just drew on the original on this line here. Okay, now I've got the arc on both. Now I go to, let's see, that was step 4. So now we come to step 5. Step 5 and step 6 are the most important steps of copying an angle. If you do not do these steps, you will get it wrong every single time. And this is always the steps that students want to skip, even though they're not very complicated. They just don't like them for some reason. Okay, so what it says to do is on the original angle, place the bullseye on one intersection. So intersection where our arc intersected our lines. And the slide on the other, and then lock in that setting. So place the bullseye on one. I'm going to move the slide to the other and lock in that setting there. Okay, so I have that setting locked in. Bullseye on one, slide on the other. Now I come down to my other line, and step 6, keeping that setting that I just made, I'm going to place the bullseye on the one intersection I have. So the bullseye goes on this intersection here, and I'm going to make just a small arc that intersects the arc that I already have. That's kind of like your X marks the spot. And the last step is you're going to connect the end point to your intersection, or that X right there. So you're going to line up that intersection, the X that marks the spot, with your endpoint, and you're going to connect the two, and that's how you copy the angle. Okay? Without that intersection, you're just guessing on that second line, and you will get it wrong if you don't have that small arc there. Okay, then we're also going to do the bisecting an angle. Now, bisecting an angle, this is pretty much the same as bisecting a line, but let's again walk through the steps. So I'm going to place the bullseye on the vertex, move the slide a medium distance, and draw a arc, just kind of like what we did when we were copying an angle. So you draw an arc, intersects both sides, like that. Then you're going to place the bullseye on one of the intersections, and you're going to move the slide more than halfway towards the other. So basically you're treating these two intersections as the endpoints of your line segment, and you're going to bisect in between those two intersections. Okay? So you place the bullseye on one, move the slide more than halfway towards the other, and you move your slide, and you're going to make a big arc, and your staple is going to get in the way here, but I'm going to try and, stupid staple. Okay. Then you use that same setting on the other intersection. You're going to make another big arc. And you should get kind of a football-like shape, just like when you were doing the bisecting the line segment. And the last step is to line up those two intersections with your vertex. And mine's a little bit off because of the staple, but you get the idea. Okay? It's pretty close, but yeah, that's how you bisect an angle.